A country where every corner tells a story, from historical streets to busy cities and night markets, a place with warm bowls of beef noodle soup and tea with an unforgettable view. This is Taiwan. We will be spending the next 5 nights and 6 days exploring the city of Taipei and heading on a day trip to Jiufen and Shifen. Right after we checked into our hotel, we headed straight to Xing walking district, which is only 2 minutes away. One of the first things that caught our attention was the Tang Flagship store. While we do have this back in New York, the quality and flavor was quite different. The texture was much more soft and frothy, and not as sweet as the one back home. The crunchy creme brulee and chewy bubbles gave us a sugar boost that was very much needed. The streets were filled with so many shops, street food stalls, and performances that you can definitely lose track of time. While walking around, we stumbled across the Red House, the first government-built public market. Inside the Red House were shops where you can buy cute souvenirs, ranging from clothing and bags to unique magnets. The next destination of our trip was Longshan Temple. The temple is easily accessible by taking the MRT. In Taiwan, make sure you get an Easy Card, which is available for purchase at the airport. The Easy Card makes it more efficient in taking public transportation, as you won't need to consistently purchase separate tickets. As we entered the temple, we were welcomed with a peaceful aura, the wind gently blowing against us as we take in the stunning architecture and sounds of prayer. And to remember this moment, we decided to purchase an amulet with the meaning of good health. To end the first day of our trip, we headed back to Xining to eat handmade beef noodle soup at Shandong. With only a 10-minute wait time, we were seated and handed our delicious bowls of noodles. The warmth of the broth was the perfect way to wind down from the long flight and walking throughout the day. The beef was tender and juicy, and the dumplings were just the perfect addition. Before we headed back to our hotel, we saw a long line of people waiting. Curious as we are, we checked out what the line was for. Crispy milk donuts, made fresh on the spot and coated with a white powder. They were simply the best donuts we've ever had. Cheers! The next morning, we headed straight to a popular beverage spot, Fuhang Soy Milk. The line when we arrived was very long and seemed intimidating, but don't be fooled, as it goes faster than you think. We waited only 30 minutes from the end of the line to the front. As you head up to the spot, you can see the preparation of the delicious meal. The bread is made freshly on the spot, and the aroma fills the air, making your appetite an all-time high. As you make your way to the counter, you tell them your order and they place it on your tray, where you then take it to your table.
12 and
We ordered the salty soy milk, signature thick bread with scrambled eggs, and signature thick bread with donut stick. Our personal favorite was the signature thick bread with scrambled egg. After that delicious meal, we headed to the National Taiwan Museum, which was nearby. There we spent some time learning more about Taiwan's culture. Soon after, we were feeling a little hungry, so we headed to the origin of bubble tea, Tang, located in the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. We ordered the original bubble tea and the jasmine bubble tea with regular sugar. The drinks were not too sweet, which was perfect to our taste. We also ordered traditional turnip cake and shumai duet with shrimp and rice meatballs. After the quick snack, we walked around the memorial hall, where we stood in awe of the enormous monument sitting right in front of us. also made sure to get souvenirs to bring back home for ourselves and friends and family.
The coin's ready.
It's there.
There are lots of cute postcards, magnets, and other gifts, so we definitely recommend to check it out. That evening, we headed to 10,000 Cafe to get our daily caffeine fix before heading to Diwa Old Street. One thing we noticed was that Taiwan has really good tiramisu. While walking around Taipei, we couldn't help but notice how photogenic the streets were. Every corner and alley seemed like it was straight out of a movie. The street was filled with small shops selling snacks, teas, and much more. The vibe was different than any other old streets we have been. About a 10-minute walk away from Diwa Old Street was Dada Chang Wharf. We decided to head over to see the riverside before heading to Ningxia Night Market for dinner. Despite Ningxia Night Market being one of the well-known night markets, the rain made it hard to enjoy the walk. Unfortunately, we decided to head back to our hotel for the night. As we arrived near our hotel, the rain had slowed down, so we decided to get a quick snack. Taiwanese popcorn chicken at Popcorn Chicken King located at Xining. The crunchy texture and the basil combination was definitely unique to our palate, and the perfect late night snack to end the day. View from our hotel. Back at our hotel, we admired the city view of Taipei before heading to bed for another exciting adventure the next day. The third day in Taiwan, we headed on a day trip to Jiufen and Shifen. Using our Easy Card, we easily hopped on to the 965 bus straight to Jiufen. Within an hour, we arrived at Jiufen Old Street. To beat the crowd, we arrived at 10 a.m. just as the shops began to open. Perks of getting there early, we were able to get a great seat with an amazing view.
I'm gonna get hot tea.
We chose the option of hot oolong tea with traditional snacks. With this order, the server showed us how to perform a tea ceremony, where later on we had to make our own tea.
Now I'll show you how to make tea in Taiwan, and language is English. Okay. Here's your tea set, dessert, green bean cake. You can tap your fingers, it's so soft. Sesame cracker, brown sugar mochi, plum, tea leaves, Taiwan oolong tea. In Taiwan tea ceremony, we serve you 2 cups for each person. This cup before smelling cup, drinking cup, drinking, smelling. The bowl is used to put in your trash and tea leaves after you make, put in here. At the beginning, we must warm up the teapot and other tea tools. When you use this teapot, you should hold the ear of the teapot, hold here, and press it slow. Okay? Hold and press. Warm up. Put the tea leaves to a teapot, a quarter of a teapot. A quarter of a teapot. A quarter. Put in the hot water, half of a teapot. In this procedure, we call it washing up. In this time, we don't drink. Just wash up the tea leaves. put it in hot water again. The oolong tea leaves, usually you can make it 6 times. And every time before a drink, we need some time to wait for the tea leaves to spread, to open. First time wait for 20 seconds. Second time, when you make tea, I suggest you go wait for 30 seconds. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, longer and longer each time. Smelling cup is a little hot now, so please hold it in this way. Hold this one, up and down by your fingers. Yes. Now you can smell hot. Taiwan oolong tea.
Smells strong. Interesting.
And the tea leaves, now you still have
예쁜다.
5 more times to make it.
Okay.
After 5 more times, you have to change your tea leaves. Use the tongs, take away to here, and put in a new tea leaves. Okay? Now you have to do by yourself. Make tea by yourself. So if you have any question when you're making tea, you can also enjoy.
Thank you.
谢谢。By the time we had finished our morning tea and snacks, the rain had settled down. Following the path, we stumbled upon this quiet area with a perfect view of the landscape. We walked around the shops with ease as there was still not too much crowd around us, and spotted Taiwan's famous peanut rolled ice cream. Filled with grated peanuts, 2 flavors of ice cream, all rolled up in a thin crepe-like outside. Just the perfect refreshing dessert for Taiwan's humid heat. Yeah, twice.
Turn.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Taiwan.
It's for you?
The texture was crunchy from the peanuts, and the ice cream was more icy than creamy. The cilantro added an interesting flavor, making us crave for more. How is it? You like it?
Yeah.
Good. Cilantro, right?
Burrito.
Burrito.
Sweet burrito.
The smoky and sweet aroma of grilled sausage filled the path, and we couldn't resist passing by without trying one.
I'm going to try it.
It's hot. Okay.
Nice.
With so many dishes and shops around us, one in particular stood out the most. We had never seen or tried anything like this before and needed to know what it was. Its name, Red Taiwanese Meatballs.
You have to make sure you get the meat.
Slippery.
Very slippery.
It had a slight herbal and medicinal taste with a chewy texture. Definitely something new for us. The next item on our list were sweet taro balls. They have both hot and cold versions, but since the day was super hot, we decided to get the cold version. It comes in one size and might seem like a lot to finish, but with a refreshing, not too sweet and chewy texture, you'll keep going back for more. Ending our trip in Jiufen, as the crowd had built up, making it hard to walk, we decided to head to Shifen. We took the 965 bus back to Fuhang train station, and in about 30 minutes, we arrived in Shifen. With such a scenic ride, the time passed by in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, it began to rain again, and with all the big bus tour groups, it was hard to walk around. When planning a trip to Jiufen and Shifen, it's important to prioritize what you want to experience. As for us, we wanted to experience Jiufen with no crowd, and thus went there first, expecting that by the time we headed to Shifen, it would be packed. Once the rain had settled down again, we walked to see the waterfall nearby. Although the weather was very humid and hot, the scenery made up for it. And with that, we headed back to our hotel for the day. The next day, we started off our morning with a warm bowl of rice noodles at Icheng flour rice noodles. With the addition of some garlic and chilies, the rice noodles were absolutely the best simple, heartwarming meal. Next on our itinerary for the day was to head to Taipei 101. With a quick ride on one of the fastest elevators in the world, we soon arrived on the 89th floor.
You barely feel it.
In just around 30 seconds, the city view of Taipei was right in front of our eyes.
Oh my god, look at this.
Wow. We were even able to see the memorial hall we had just visited days before, and more of Taipei's landmarks. On the same floor, the Golden Damper Ball was open to the public. The ball functioned to stabilize the building during earthquakes and strong wind. Heading out to the outside observatory, strong winds blew against us, creating whistling sounds all around. After a quick coffee break, we headed higher up to the 101st floor, also called the Secret Garden.
You want to sit there?
The floor is designed as if you were in a fairy tale. There are seats all around the floor for you to enjoy the view of Taipei. Once we had fully enjoyed the city view, we headed downstairs to the mall where Din Tai Fung was located. Thankfully, it was only a 15-minute wait time for lunch. We ordered almost every single kind of dumplings there were, but our favorite was the truffle. With the sun shining so bright that day, we headed back to our hotel until sunset, where we then headed back out for Raohu Night Market. The market was filled with so many delicious dishes, from this meat-filled bun, fresh pineapple bread with a whole slice of butter, to Taiwanese chicken freshly fried on the spot, and some more peanut ice cream rolls. I can safely say we were stuffed to the brim.
Oh, one with 3 flavors.
And just like that, the next day we spent our time enjoying ourselves at a cute cafe, indulging on delicious tiramisu and pudding, and eating our last warm bowl of beef noodles before heading to our next destination, Japan, Tokyo.